Hello 171 class, this is your notes for section 8.1 part 2, and what we're going to do here is we're going to go one step further, or I guess 3 steps further, with what we talked about last time. So last time we talked about solving these systems of equations by setting up an augmented matrix and then doing row operations, row swapping, multiplying a row by a number and adding to another row to get this form of the matrix with 1s on the main diagonal and 0s below that main diagonal, and then you got a way to solve the system. You end up with one variable down here, z equals 3, and then you just use back substitution to solve the other equations that result from that form of the matrix. That was called row echelon form, and abbreviated RREF, and that was the steps to do it. We just did those row operations until we got down to that form. Well, what we're talking about today is something called reduced row echelon form, and instead of just 1s on the main diagonal and 0s below it, we're also going to zero out above that main diagonal 1s, meaning a 0 here, here, here as well. And when that takes place, instead of just having one variable solved for, we've actually got all 3 solved for, because if this is a 0 and this is a 0, then this top equation just ends up being x equals this number. And if this is a 0 and this is 0, then this is y equals this number. And then this would be a 0, 0, and a 1, meaning z equals this number. So we actually have the equations just z equals, y equals, and x equals in our reduced row echelon form, or RREF. So it's the same process. It's row operations like we did here. We just do 3 more. 1 to get a 0 here, and then 2 more to get 0s here. So that's the process called reduced row echelon form, or Gauss-Jordan elimination. So this is our ultimate goal now. 1s on the main diagonal, 0s below and above. So just like before, we're going to get a 1 here, 0 out the column, and then a 1 in the second position, second column, and then 0 out above and below. And then finally a 1 in the third position, third column, and then 0 everything above. Okay, so you can think of it as 100, 10, 1, 0s in below and above. Alright, and then whatever happens to these 3 numbers on the right side of that line happens, and we end up with the solution. And this way it's 100% arithmetic. Right here with the REF form, we still had a little bit of algebra to do at the end when we were solving, back substituting in these other 2. Very basic, very easy algebra. But in this case, there's absolutely no algebra at all. It's literally all row operations, which again is just multiplication and addition, and that makes it 100% arithmetic to solve these things. So let's go through one and practice the process. Alright, so the first thing we do is get our system. Okay, so we got a system here, and then we're going to go through and do the row operations to get the things that we need. So the first thing we need is a 1 in this first position, and we got it. Alright, so we don't need to do anything else, no row swap or anything needed. So now we want to 0 out the first column below that 1. So we need a 0 here and 0 here. In both cases, we need to multiply the top row by -1 and add down. Alright, so there's those 2 operations. Now next I want a 1 in this position. So I'm going to take a -2 and divide this whole entire row by that, or equivalently multiplying by -1/2. Alright, so take this row 2, multiply by -1/2, so we get a +1, a +1, a +5. Okay, so I've got a 1 here. Now, typically we just multiply by 2 and add down here to get a 0. Alright, but we're going to multiply by -1 and add up as well. We want a 0 here and a 0 here. And remember the trick you can do in the calculator. So you can take the row. I'm going to take -1. I'm going to multiply by second parentheses 0, 1, 1, 5. And remember, just separate them with commas. 0, 1, comma 1, comma 5. And then close that second parentheses. And again, make sure it's set brackets here. And then we're going to add the top row. Alright, and this time we're going to replace the top row with that. So 1, comma 1, comma 1, 2. Close the parentheses. Alright, that's what it should look like. Make sure you got the right numbers in there, and then enter. So 1, 0, 0, negative 3 will now become the new row 1. And then do the same thing to 0 out right here. So we want to multiply the middle row. Always use the middle row. We want to use the middle row times 2 and add down to get a 0 here. We have to do it in this order because if we were to try to, for instance, go out of order and get a 1 here, and then try to get a 1 here by like adding down, and then try to 0 out things or divide, it could potentially put 1s or other numbers back here. So you have to do it in this order to make sure that we get the 0s here, then the 0s here, and then finally the 0s above here. Alright, so I'm going to do now 2 times row 2 and add down to row 3. Alright, 2 times row 2 plus row 3, so double this, I get a 2 plus negative 2 is 0. 2 plus 0 is 2. Double this, I get 10 plus negative 4 is 6. So there's my new row 3. Alright, now I've got 0, 0, 0, 0. Now I want to get it 1 here and then 0 out this column. The nice thing is I've already got a 0 here. So I'm just going to have to 0 this out once I'm done. So first thing, divide the bottom row by 2, or again 1/2 of the bottom row. Alright, half row 3, half times 0 is 0 for both of these, then half of 2 is 1, half of 6 is 3. So now we've got 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, and now I want a 0 here, which I already have. I don't need to do anything there, and then a 0 here. So my last thing I'm going to do is to put a 0 in this position. So I want to multiply the bottom row by negative 1 and add it to the second row. Okay, again, you don't want to get this any other way than the most recent 1 that you've created. So every time that you create a 1, that's what you use to 0 out that column. So I'm going to use bottom row times negative 1, add to row 2. Alright, negative 1 times row 3, so negative 1 plus row 2. So negative 1 plus 1 is 0. Negative 1 times positive 3 is negative 3 plus row 2 plus 5 is 2. So over here we get the matrix 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. And then if you think about it again, how this is an equation, these are the x's, y's, and the z's. This is just x equals negative 3, y equals 2, and z equals 3. So there's no other variable in each equation. It's just the one variable and the constant. So it literally is the solution when you 0 out below and above that main diagonal of 1s. So just keep in mind when you do this process, if you end up with x equals, y equals, and z equals like you end up with these 1s and 0s like this, you've solved it. There's no need to back substitute. You've got the matrix completely solved, or you've got the system completely solved. Alright, let's check it. I've got the matrix in. I'm going to go in and do the RREF, which should be the same thing that we got if we did it correctly. So there's negative 3, 2, 3. Notice the 1s and the 0s there. So we get the exact same matrix with our check. 1, 0, 0, negative 3, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 0, 1, 3. Okay, so that is the matrix, and this is what your calculator is doing. Your calculator is doing all these row operations to get the 1s here, the 0s here, and just whatever happens here happens to happen. And that's all the steps that your calculator is doing by the time that you press enter on that RREF V.